Hey guys, Malachite here, and this is my best friend's cat on the reading cloth. Of course. Destroyer of decks. I'm glad I only have one card out. He jumped in the middle of the Lady of the Lake. She's bent. That happened a while back. Say hi, Gabe. Anyway, I am Malachite, and I'm going to set this up where the cat litter box is not in it. And this is Pajamas and Readings. For those of you who do not know what Pajamas and Readings is, it is where I do a short reading and you guys are practice, because I am extremely new at this. And the only practice I do is on myself and my best friend, because those are the only people I have to practice on, and occasionally imaginary things like teddy bears or Olaf or whatever. So you guys get to be my wonderful people that I get to practice on. So I drew an oracle. Today I'm extremely tired. I did not get to bed till 6 in the morning, so that's why this is so late. And it's probably not going to be super concise, but I will do my best. I'm using my favorites, the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards, and today I drew Truth for us. And I'm just going to read you the meaning of the card. A lot of the cards we've been getting, if I remember correctly, guys, I'm really tired, over the last few weeks have had a lot to do with more our internal selves and our emotional selves. And I don't think this is any different, but I'm going to go ahead and read this because I use the book a lot. So, truth in word and deed is what is required of you by drawing this marker. As well as resonating with your own personal truth, it's important now to also demand the same from others. In every person, there's a vibrational energy that's accessible by slowing down and searching within to inquire, is this real? Am I hearing truth from another, or is it a lie? Am I speaking honestly myself, or am I lying to manipulate circumstances to get what I want? Remember, even a white lie will cause your light to fade and lose power. A lie takes you down into the lower vibrations of the ego world, ruled by separation and limitation, and its seduction of the lower world, and serves no one but the forces of darkness. This marker reminds you to remain in the light, even if it seems like a more difficult path. Truth will build a bridge across a chasm. Truth will lend a magic wand of strength and integrity. Truth is freedom. So the bridge is truth over the chasm of the river and stream there on the card, which is quite lovely. So there are two ways to look at this. First of all, if you're lying to yourself, you're lying to others. If you're not being your true, authentic self, you are lying to others by hiding who you truly are. And I think that's part of what this card is. I know I personally, because I'm kind of an odd bean, when I'm not on here, because I don't have to hide who I am on here, but if I'm around people that I don't know very well in person, I tend to kind of hide some of my eccentricities, because you're trying to impress people or whatever. So you're lying to others in that aspect, and you think about how far do you have to go in that. So that's something as well, but it's something you definitely do not want to be doing with your close friends or your loved ones. So that's something to look at as well. And then you want to look at past lying to yourself. Are you really lying to others? You really, really want to examine that. Is there any way that you might be lying to another person in such a manner that it is hurting you on an emotional level? And sometimes we're doing that and we don't even realize it. And you have to sit down and do a lot of self soul searching to see, are you really doing that? Is there an area in your life where you are doing that? And it is, and then you hit a really fine line. For example, with my grandmother, she's 94. She worries about everything, and she gets very, very keyed up about things. So we have to omit certain things that are going on with all of us to keep her sane, or she won't sleep, she won't eat, she's just insane, and she won't stop talking about it. She gets obsessed with it and just talks about it over and over and over and over. So, is that a lie? Yes, it is. It makes me feel like crap. But it becomes a lie by necessity. Now, if she was 50 and fine, and there was nothing wrong with her, and I was omitting something, there's no excuse for that, because she would be the one that I would go to talk about it with. So there's things like that you deal with. But I don't think that's what this card is talking about. I think this card is talking about, being truthful to others. For example, if someone comes up to you and asks you a direct question, and you don't give them a truthful answer to their direct question, that would be a flat-out lie. And if you were to do that in a friendship or in a relationship, that would be extremely hurtful to them and to you, and it would cause all kinds of problems right immediately. And if they forgave you, then down the road, because that little small crack is built in the wall of trust issues. So really, you want to make sure that you're on the level where you're always being truthful to yourself and to others, because you don't want to limit yourself. You don't want to be in the lower world. You don't want to be in that darkness. If you're lying, it can drag you down into depression. And I've been there. I've been, when I was working, I've been at a job where I was miserable, and I kept lying to myself that it would be fine, and it drove me down into depression so far that I cannot even tell you how awful it was. Granted, I can't work, but that's besides the point. I was still lying to myself about the job, and it caused a lot of problems. I've lied to myself about friendships and thinking, oh no, they're fine, they're healthy, when they were terrible for me. And it ended up causing a huge fallout, because I would not step away from the friendship. I would not be honest with myself and with the others that this really needs to not be happening. And so you end up having a huge fallout later. So truth is absolutely one of the most important things in life. Truth with yourself and truth with others. And if you're having trouble with it, you can always go to someone and talk to them and get advice on how to express the truth to the person that you need to. And it's always really good, because when you do, relationships grow closer, and you find out who your real friends are and who your real friends aren't. Trust me. And I don't know, life seems to flow a lot smoother when you're telling the truth. You'll have hiccups and you'll have some drama here and there, because people don't like to hear it sometimes, but in the end, life just ends up flowing a lot smoother when you have truth. So, and like I said, I think it has a lot to do with your own personal truth. And for an example of a personal truth, I I'm just gonna say it. You know, I've been losing weight, exercising, and all of that, but I have a eating problem like crazy. When I'm under a lot of stress, I eat a lot of like ice cream. That's like my thing. And I use the excuse that it helps my stomach, which it does do. But if I would take my 2 Prevacid a day instead of just the one, my stomach would be fine. 2 Prevacid, that's what I'm supposed to be taking. But I end up always missing them, so my stomach's constantly, you know, feeling ugh. So then I want the dairy, so then I end up with the ice cream, so then I end up eating it because that's just an excuse to eat it. I'm lying to myself. Well, you know, and I'll just get this because I exercised this week and, you know, I can have it. Well, if I'd quit eating it, I'd probably lose weight a lot faster. You know, I like smoothies. I can have those. It takes about 5 minutes to make one. It tastes just as good as ice cream. The minute I start having one, I don't crave ice cream anymore. It's way healthier. But, you know, it's a lie. It's a lie that I tell myself. It's a lie that I tell others, that I have to have it. I don't have to have it. That's a lie. It's a lie so that I can emotionally eat. So, that would be a lie that I can think of that someone might tell themselves, because I tell myself that. So that's definitely a lie. I would call this a lie that maybe myself and I'm playing with this rubber band. Myself and maybe doctors have told me. That I really couldn't go out and exercise that much because I have problems with vertigo and all kinds of issues with that. But I'm doing it. I'm probably never run a marathon or anything like that, but I'm walking a mile to a mile and a half. Last summer, I could barely walk through Walmart. So, you know, I'm doing it. So apparently I can do it. So, you know, it would be a lie to say, well, I can't walk that far anymore, because I can. So, you know, lies can be really, really hurtful. That one ended up hurting my health. So, I don't know. I hope this helps. I know it's a little spacey, but that's the card I drew, and it's probably a terrible reading because I'm so tired. But anyway, I hope it helped a little bit, and just look for your truth this week, however big or however small it is. And remember that the truth is always, always the best option, even if it's not easy. And I have been places where it is not easy and not fun, and I've had to say it to other people or say it to myself, and it hasn't been fun at all. And in the end, though, it's always for the best. So just remember that, and you will be glad that you did do the right thing. So anyway, I'm gonna take my sleepy mind somewhere else, and the cat's purring, it's not helping. And thank you very much for watching. Normally these are much more coherent. I'm just really, really sleepy, but I didn't want to leave the whole day without at least trying to do one. So anyway, I hope this was helpful in some way, and thank you for watching if you did. And many blessings. Take care. Bye.